Hey guys, welcome to the next Shut Up and Say It. I'm going to be talking about a couple of things today. I'm really just going to go on a rant, to be quite honest. Just see where we start and where we end. I guess the first thing I wanted to say was just finished filming today. I had a 6 a.m. wake up. Slept at my mate Jaden's house. Needed to do the last finishing touches on a short film called Liquor Slick Dreamland that I was doing cinematography and directing on, and it's being produced, and it was also written by the lead actress Izzy Delina. Shout out to Izzy and Jaden. Doing that really made me appreciate the need for professionalism and the need for perseverance. You know, I always go on about these things, but what I was really humbled was with the fact that everyone was so damn committed. Like, I could speak to the actors without any fear of, judgment. It was a very judgment-free place. Like, everyone was just with it. It was fucking cool, man. You rarely get projects where like people are all cool and with it. Like, some of the time it's a fucking drain, man. You got your ego out because you're scared of how other people are thinking about you and all this type of shit, and it wasn't like that at all in this one, and not every shoot's like that. I was just grateful, man. Fucking grateful. Got to ply my craft, got to learn, got to like grow my skill set out, and when you got committed actors, when you got a committed crew, like, we didn't have any fuckheads. Nobody slacked off. We all had a good time. It was like the least stressful shoot I've ever had. It was great. I loved it. When you get people who aren't with it and are not committed, it just sucks. It's such a drain. They just want to like rock up the set and talk shit and just gossip amongst each other, and it's like, dude, I get it. It's fun to socialize, but get off the program. We're here to make some art. It's really difficult when you don't, like, you pour all this money. It's so hard to get people to come to, rehearsals. Hard to get everyone's schedule done. And like, at the end of the day, when are you going to draw a line in the sand and just, no pun intended, where are you just going to draw a line in the sand and go, this is actually where I'm going to say no. I'm just going to be a professional about it and just handle my business. Like, it really does suck when you're working your ass off and you got nothing left to show for it. I mean, this is your career. It's about survival. It's not some just fly in the sky bullshit. Like, there's real ramifications if you go through life with this she'll be right attitude. It's not what art's meant to be. It's reaching down deep into your soul, your spirit, and trying to come up with something you can offer to people, and doing it with some respect and commitment. Because you don't know, when you create something, you don't know what you send out there and how it's going to affect others, and you could really change someone's life if you're that committed to the craft. The movie the short film I directed just then, just to give you a running summary, it's about a young couple who are head over heels in love, and the boyfriend's a drug dealer, and the girl is a very innocent, sweet girl caught up in the lifestyle. She's got a rose tinted glasses on. Everything's lovey-dovey and looking good. And their motel that they're staying at gets raided by the cops, and then they have to go on the run. And long story short, she gets pregnant, and then she has to have an abortion at a caravan park because they're wanted by the police. Now, I know there aren't going to be too many people who can, live in that sort of, or have lived that life, but I used to party hard. Like, I used to go to the wrong places, be with the wrong people, take all sorts of shit. I'm pretty open about that. Ask me anytime, I'll tell you. And I used to live at this nightclub called Bubble Nightclub every weekend. Every weekend, man. Had some of the worst people in all of Melbourne there. I used to joke that it was like an atomic bomb would have to go off to shut that place down. And, you know, even the cockroaches would be partying in this place afterwards. It was fucked. I wasn't committed. I wasn't living any sort of artistic life. This is well before any inkling that I knew of what I wanted to do. And the themes, you know, getting caught up in a shit lifestyle, having drugs, being about a certain way of living, disgusting, negative lifestyle, really resonated with me, the themes in this script. Now, I know I'm not going to be the first person to touch drugs. You probably have as well. We've all been there. We've all done something we're not proud of when you're young and immature and you don't know what the fuck is going on. But when that's happening, you get caught up in that, you need a reality check. And there are things that you can do and say in a conversation, and there's other things that you can say with your art, your craft, from your soul. I can't say that stuff that I do in my art with a conversation. Like, it's not happening. You need to get people to switch off their critical mind, and art is a great way of doing that. Because when they shut the fuck up, they're looking at a screen, they're just looking, witnessing, and then they drop in. The suspension of disbelief is there. They're looking, they're having a look at the screen, they're seeing the characters living. It just, you can see things with cinema that you can't say in a conversation because people are just being way too critical, scrutinizing, always talking, always like they've got their opinion, and that's cool and all, but like, at what point is it too much? At what point are you just gonna shut up and just get off the program and learn your lesson? Well, you can't in a conversation. It's gonna be caught up with judgment. You're gonna think about the relationship you have with the person saying all of this, all of that. If I'm committed, if I'm truly committed, and I have a strong reason why I'm doing this project, and I'm, you know, search my soul for a reason to do this, I'm gonna be contributing in a good way to helping people overcome their trauma, helping people become their best, helping people achieve their potential, and they stop letting all of this negative, you know, narcissistic, selfish, toxic lifestyle get the best of them. I mean, I really do hope that my fucking work does that. No shit, I mean that. This might sound corny, but like, I want people to change their lives based on how I work with them, and I don't know. At some point, you can either just drop your bullshit, commit all the way, and really aim for the stars and really work towards something big, or you can fuck around some more and just make some dog shit. Like, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your career? You'll have the career you want if you set an intention. Anyway, I really felt that theme, and I had to like look at these characters and go, fuck, what do I want to help try and say with this, you know? And luckily the writing was fantastic, so I didn't have to do my humble opinion, to have to do a lot of work. It was merely just there to just make sure that the story was on track, and, you know, what are we going to try to say with all of this stuff? The actors were fantastic as well. It was just effortless, man, because they were committed. I was committed. We all did our collective work, and, you know, I mean, look at that. What a view. What a fucking view. It's like swimming out in the water, being a fish. It's effortless, man. And you can do that when you're committed and you're about the craft and you just sacrifice everything. Well, not everything. You have to make a sacrifice. It's not fun unless there's no sacrifice. You don't want to sacrifice, there's nothing at play, there's nothing at risk. Things just fall flat because, you know, you don't care. That's what I think, at least. But commitment, man. You gotta be committed. If you're not committed, what the fuck are you really doing, you know? I'm just sick of seeing people make bullshit because they don't care, they don't understand what they're doing there, they don't have a strong enough reason to do something, I mean, you've all worked with these people. You know how much it sucks. You fucking, you rock up to a set as an actor. You don't know why you're saying your lines. You don't know why the other person's saying their lines because they're uncommitted. They're not feeling it in their heart. They're not feeling it in their fucking soul. They don't have a strong reason to do this shit. I do. I genuinely do it. It's taken me years to understand the things that I want to say as a person, as an artist. You know, I'll say yes to a lot of jobs I don't want to do, but I always find a reason to say, what am I doing here? Am I going to learn? Am I going to network? Am I going to fucking push myself? Is it a fucking paycheck? It doesn't matter. I'm going to find a strong reason to do it. But occasionally you'll find a really good one. It comes from your heart. What you want to do as a person, say as an artist, speak with intent, with your emotions. Speak to people, reach inside their heart because you're reaching inside yours. That's the sign of a good fucking artist. I mean, look at these guys filming here. Can you see that? Let me just zoom in there if you can't. Get my mustache out of the way. It's a pretty windy day, but they're there filming, you know. They've got a strong reason. It's fucking windy, it's cold, they're on the beach, could be risk of fucking damaging your camera, getting things wet. It doesn't matter. You're fucking working with purpose and intent. That's what's more important, man. That's the real shit about life. If you understand what you want to fucking do as an artist, and you commit fully, you'll kill it. That's the fucking secret sauce, man. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. When you commit, when you're fucking in the shit, you're sacrificing, you're hustling, and you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, man. You're fucking in. You're in. And then it becomes very easy to achieve success because you're not giving up. Like, giving up doesn't mean, oh, I quit. Giving up means stopping the thing that you're really doing. When you stop doing that, that's giving up. I'll quit things fucking 5 times a year. I'll get fired from things. I'll fucking, you know, it doesn't matter. Shit happens. You're not gonna please everyone. I might say, fucking I quit. I'm not gonna film anymore. I fucking hate this. But you know what? I continue doing it because it's all bullshit. And over time, you really understand that it's just your ego. You give that stuff up. You drop the bullshit. You drop the drama. It doesn't fucking matter anymore, you know? You get this zoom working. No autofocus here. You just give all that shit up. It's inconsequential to the outcome of success. And like that's the most important thing of all. Being committed. Dropping the ego, getting on with the fucking work. Stop being a fucking diva, man. Just get the work done. How hard can it really be? I don't think it's that hard, do you? Of course you fucking don't. It's easy. It's easy if you just give up the bullshit and stop making it hard for yourself. That's it. That's all I want to say in this video. Commitment. Are you committed? What can you do to become more committed to what you're doing? Be brave, be honest. Do I really want to be doing this shit? No? Okay, I'm going to drop out and let someone else who is committed take it. Because I don't want to poison my craft with apathy and toxicity.